This is genuinely ridiculous, as a Bleacher Report insider suggests that the Cleveland Cavaliers and Los Angeles Lakers make an insane trade to send the King back home to Cleveland in a 3-team trade. I'm Matt Palange here at Cavs Digest. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this Tuesday afternoon, close to evening. It's a little late in the day, but thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys are all having a great day. Before we get into this crazy trade and what I think of it and why it's ridiculous that this is coming out, talking about LeBron to the Cavs again and who else a part of that Cleveland Cavaliers trade, go ahead and like this video and hit that subscribe button as we cover everything, all things Cavs, from rumors to reports to stupid mock trades to what actually happens and all that stuff. That's why you should go ahead. Also, post-game and pre-game thoughts. We do that a lot. Storylines based on players, which Darius has been cooking up a lot since joining this channel. So that's why you should go ahead and subscribe. But let's now get into this trade. It's a 3-team trade involving the Cavaliers, the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Brooklyn Nets. And you will actually realize that the Brooklyn Nets are there for a salary cap reason, and they actually don't trade away anybody in this trade. So, yeah, let's get into it. You see it here. Here's a full breakdown of the deal. The Cleveland Cavaliers receive LeBron James and his son, Bronny James, also known as LeBron James Jr. The Lakers would get Darius Garland, DeAndre Hunter, and Max Strus all off the Cavs, and the Brooklyn Nets will receive Jared Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, a 2031 first-round pick. So the Lakers will get rid of those three things only to the Nets just to add a salary cap difference, which is kind of unfair for the fact that the Nets just come in this and just acquire players, which is why this trade's very unlikely, but it would just be a salary cap reason for the Lakers, so they are able to make this trade, same with the Cavs. And yes, I actually fact-checked this trade to see if it will work, and I will check, and I will show that to you in a second to see if this trade is even possible, and it's even more ridiculous that's not possible, or if this is a possible trade. So let's break this trade down. Let's look at what Bleacher Report's Gabe Schwartz said about this trade. He said, "This is as simple as a LeBron James trade could get for the Cavs and Lakers. With the Nets and their cap space brought in as a third team, the Cavs get both LeBron and Bronny James. With the latter attractive to Cleveland given his affordable $1.9 million salary," Schwartz wrote. "Cleveland also keeps 3 members of its core 4, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen, with players such as Lonzo Ball, Larry Nance Jr., Sam Merrill, Dean Wade, Jalen Tyson, and others still on the roster." So let's break down this deal here. Looking at kind of what he said. So he says it's basically a simple LeBron trade, and it makes sense. For me, it doesn't make sense, because why on earth is DeAndre Hunter in another trade? I can't stand that the Cavs would even throw in DeAndre Hunter for a trade. But honestly, Max Strus, we're not concerned about this trade. Yes, he's a part of it. I'm going to show you the trade before we go back to Strus. So it'd be Darius Garland, DeAndre Hunter, and Max Strus. Keep that in mind. But you see it here. We are not concerned if Max Strus is a part of this trade. As a Cavs fan, I think Strus has a lot of potential. I think he has a lot of upside, and I think other than the Game 5 loss against Indiana, I think Strus played pretty well in that series, kind of showed up, and I think that he has a lot of upside, and even if you move him to the bench in replace of DeAndre Hunter, I do like Max Strus on the Cavs roster, and I think that he is pretty beneficial, but he came in on the Miami Heat as a shooting guard, and I think that he could be a great shooting guard, and the Cavs should try to look at him playing there and let DeAndre Hunter play the small forward spot, but that's just my personal opinion. DeAndre Hunter starting, but that's the one thing. And of course, replacing and getting LeBron James for whatever, it comes down to what you guys think. If you want a guy that averages 24, 8, and 8, 51% from the field and 38% from 3, that is all, that's all opinion based, whether we want LeBron James back, because I see so many mixed opinions. If it's the cost of Darius Garland, Max Strus, and DeAndre Hunter, I'm saying no, simply for the fact that DeAndre Hunter is in that trade. I'd be down to get Bronny to be a point guard in replace of Darius Garland, because of the fact that Bronny James is an elite defender, and you can run him at the 2, you can run him at the backup 1, or even very low on the bench, and you don't have to worry about it, because you can have Lonzo, or you can even run a sneaky good lineup of Donovan Mitchell at the 1, Strus at the 2, and DeAndre Hunter at the 3. But sadly, DeAndre Hunter would be a part of this trade, which makes me so mad. So, of course, LeBron James is the keystone of this trade. It's, of course, a Cinderella ending. It's seeming likely that he is going to return, or that he's going to announce retirement either for next season or this season. And it seems as if that he blew his chance at being back on the Cavs. Is a report that I saw. It's seeming less and less likely that Cleveland even wants LeBron James back, especially for a price like this. I don't think that Cleveland would even consider making this trade at all. But I do think that if LeBron James somehow gets bought out and the Cavs get him for a vet minimum, that makes the most sense for LeBron. Of course, Bronny James, who I just showed you, I showed him that tough bucket, that Euro step, tough finish, or that crossover and then the tough finish. Bronny James, I would be fine with LeBron James because of the fact that you would have to run a lineup of Lonzo or Donovan Mitchell at the 1. That small forward position is basically empty. Well, I guess it wouldn't be empty because it would be LeBron at the 3, Mitchell at the 1, Merrill at the 2, or Lonzo at the 1. But you don't want to play an injury-prone player that many minutes in the starting lineup. So this lineup would be really, really weird. It'd be LeBron at the 3, Mobley at the 4, Allen at the 5. But what do you get in the 1 and 2 spot? You either run Mitchell at the 2, Lonzo at the 1, or you run Mitchell at the 1, and then like Merrill at the 2 or something like that. Stuff like that. It just gets so confusing with this lineup because I don't know. I would love Lonzo Ball, and I think that he could replace Ty Jerome well, but I don't know if he can play as many minutes as Darius Garland. Darius Garland did get hurt sometimes, but I don't know if replacing Darius Garland with Lonzo Ball immediately makes that much sense. I know there's also a lot of controversy with fans surrounding Darius Garland. Like, do we want to keep him? Is it better to ship him off? Is this the right price for him? There's so much nonsense surrounding Darius Garland. For me personally, I think with the right price, sending him and or Jarrett Allen away is fine. But I think with this, at this very second, it doesn't make the most sense to lose Darius Garland and not get any guard back in return in this trade. Because do you want to have Lonzo Ball immediately come in and play starting minutes, or do you want to have Donovan Mitchell playing the 1 with Sam Merrill at the 2? Merrill got paid, but I don't know about all that. So this trade kind of throws me off a little bit. It doesn't really hit me the right way with the guard position, because obviously you know who your 3, 4, and 5 are, but you're not going to start Bronny James at the 1, let's be honest. But let's confirm. This trade's real. This trade is actually possible, guys. And that's what confused me, because the whole second apron nonsense and everything like that, I was like, wow, this is a genuinely ridiculous trade, and I bet I'm going to expose this Bleacher Report Insider because he made a trade that isn't possible. But with the Nets coming in, this trade is actually possible. Do I think it's going to happen? This exact trade is definitely not going to happen. When are Bleacher Report insiders making these mock trades that actually ever happen? Or anyone, any insider at all? They never really make mock trades. They just make rumor trades that do happen. But there's a very low chance that this happens. Literally, the Nets ship off nobody. They just come in and get 2 free players and a pick just for salary cap reasons. So the Cavs and Lakers, if they wanted to make this trade, would have to likely find a third team that is willing to take some salary cap away from LA. So that's why this trade's so weird. But I'm trying to think that maybe this website doesn't make sense, because I think the second apron limits you from acquiring multiple players at once. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that. Or this would get you the second apron or something, I don't know. Because the Cavs would get rid of a lot of money. Darius Garland, DeAndre Hunter, and Max Strus in exchange for just Bronny James, who's cheap, and LeBron James, who makes a lot of money. So I guess the Cavs may get out the second apron with this trade as well. But that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to show this ridiculous trade report mock trade that Gabe Schwartz created, and kind of want to give my honest opinion on it and why I believe that it's kind of ridiculous to continue making these trades for LeBron, because it's seeming likely that we should just let LeBron stay in LA for a year, and then we can have a bigger talk next season when LeBron announces his retirement and his final season, because that's the most realistic approach for the Cavs to acquire LeBron. Is he is worth a vet minimum, assuming you're still in the second apron. And if you can get a guy like LeBron for a vet minimum, because yes, I know LeBron won't take a vet minimum. He will for his last season with Cleveland, and I promise you he will. So that is it for me. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Drop down in the comments how you guys feel. Like this video, comment down below, subscribe, share with your friends. I'm Matt Palange. Thank you guys for joining me here on Cavs Digest.